Hi guys. Hello, hello.
Hi.
Hope everyone is well this evening. Hopefully we go. There's someone. Get a few more people on here and we will start. This is our third night of reading our book this week. Judy Moody Was in a Mood. So I think we're going to read 3 more chapters tonight, and this will be chapters 7, 8, and 9. So the next 3 chapters. Remember, there are only 12 chapters in this book, so we'll be able to finish up tomorrow night with the last 3 chapters. So, how was everyone's day? Hope you guys had a good day. In case any of you have missed it, the news on Facebook, the library is opening up to patrons next week. So, hopefully we will see some of your smiling faces in the library next week. So, yeah. Or we are still offering curbside service too for those that don't feel comfortable coming inside. Oh, my book. So you can always call and set up your curbside appointment. Schedule that. So we have that also. So if any of you guys have any questions about the curbside service or any of our protocols for opening next week, it is on our Facebook page. You're welcome to look at that. There's a link from our Facebook page to our website, or you can log on to our website, which is www.megslibrary.org. So check that out, and hopefully, like I said, hopefully we'll see some of you guys next week. All right, so here we go. We will get started for this evening after my rambling with Judy Moody Was in a Mood by Megan McDonald. And like I said, we're going to read chapters 7, 8, and 9 tonight. So hope you guys enjoy this. The first, or chapter 7, I guess, is called The TP Club. Here we go. I think it's going to rain for 40 days and 40 nights, said Stink. Judy was hanging blankets from the top of her bunk to make a rainforest canopy over her bottom bunk. When that was done, she set Jaws on the top bunk for a jungly effect. Who needed a two-toed sloth? She climbed in and spread out her meat collage. Mouse climbed in after her. Don't get any hair on my collage, Judy warned her. Stink stuck his head through the blankets. Who's that with hair sticking out, all out? He asked, pointing to her collage. That's me, in a bad mood, on the first day of school. Where's me? Don't they need to know about brothers? You mean bothers? Asked Judy. She pointed to some dirt glued in the lower left-hand corner. I'm dirt? Asked Stink. Judy cracked up. That's for selling moon dust, said Judy. What's that blob? Blood? Red. My favorite color. Are those spiderweb band-aids? Stink asked. Where'd you get glitter glue? Can I come in there and glitter glue my bat wings? Her little brother, the bat freak, was becoming a regular Frank Pearl. There's no room, Stink. This is serious. I only have about 2 more weeks to finish. Judy cut out a picture of Hedda from the ad in her Luna Girl magazine and pasted it in the doctor corner, right next to her drawing of Elizabeth Blackwell, copied from an encyclopedia. She checked Mr. Todd's list of collage ideas. Clubs. I don't belong to any clubs. Oh, sorry, I can't get the page turned. Thought Judy. She'd have to skip that one. Hobbies. Collecting things was her favorite hobby, but she couldn't paste a scab or a Barbie doll head to the collage. She taped on the pizza table from her newest collection, the one Mr. Todd had given her. The worst thing that ever happened. She couldn't think of anything. Maybe the worst thing that had ever happened to her hadn't happened yet. The funniest thing that ever happened. When I knocked real spooky on the wall of Stink's room one night and scared him, she thought. But how could she put that on a collage? Judy puzzled over her me collage until the rain finally stopped. She called Rocky. "Meet me at the manhole in 5, she told him. Rocky wore his boa constrictor shirt. Judy wore her boa constrictor shirt. Same, said Judy and Rocky, slapping hands together twice in a high five, the way they always had since when they did something exactly alike. Judy and Rocky stood on the manhole. "What do you think is under the street?" asked Rocky. "Oodles and oodles of worms," said Judy. "Let's collect some in the street and throw them down there," said Rocky. "Too oogly," said Judy. "We could look for rainbows and puddles," Rocky suggested. "Too hard," said Judy. "Listen," said Rocky. "I hear toads. We could catch a toad." Rocky ran back home to get a bucket. When he came back, they cornered a toad and popped the bucket on top of it. "Gotcha!" Judy held it in her hand. "It feels soft and bumpy. It's kind of cool, but not slimy." All of a sudden, Judy felt something warm and wet in her hand. "Yuck!" she cried. "That toad peed on me." She tossed the toad back into the bucket. "It's probably just wet from the rain," Rocky said. "Oh yeah? Then you pick it up." Rocky picked up the toad. He held it in his hand. It felt soft and bumpy and cool, but not slimy all at once. Just then, Rocky felt something warm and wet in his hand. "Yuck!" Rocky cried. "Now that toad peed on me." He tossed the toad back into the bucket. "See what I mean?" said Judy. "I can't believe it happened to both of us the same." Same, said Rocky as they double high-fived. "Now it's like we're members of the same club. A secret club that only the two of us know about. And now we have a club to put on our me collages," said Judy. "What should we call it?" asked Rocky. "The Toad Pea Club." "Rare," said Rocky. "We could put TP Club on our collage, and people will think it stands for Toilet Paper Club." "Perfect," Judy said. "Hey, what are you two doing?" asked Stink, running down the sidewalk in 2 big boots. "Nothing," said Judy, wiping her hands down the side of her pants. "Yes, you are," said Stink. "I can tell by your caterpillar eyebrow." "What caterpillar eyebrow?" "Your eyebrows make a fuzzy caterpillar when you don't want to tell me something." Judy Moody never knew she had caterpillar eyebrows before. "Yeah, a stinging caterpillar," said Judy. "We're starting a club," said Rocky. "A secret club," Judy said quickly. "I like secrets," said Stink. "I want to be in the club." "You can't just be in the club," said Judy. "Something has to happen to you." "I want the thing to happen to me too." "No, you don't," said Judy. "It's yucky," Rocky said. "What?" asked Stink. "Never mind," said Judy. "You have to pick up that toad," Rocky told Stink. "This is a trick, isn't it?" asked Stink. "To get me to pick up a slimy, bumpy old toad." "That's right," said Judy. Stink picked up the toad anyway. "Hey, it feels interesting, like a pickle. I never picked up a toad before," said Stink. "Now can I be in the club?" "No," said Judy. "I can't believe it's not slimy," said Stink. "Just wait," said Rocky. "I'm not going to get warts or anything, am I?" "Do you feel anything?" asked Rocky. "No," said Stink. "Oh well," said Judy. "Put the toad back. There. See? You can't be in the club." Stink started to cry. "But I picked up the toad, and I want to be in the club." "Don't cry," said Judy. "Trust me, Stink. You don't want to be in this club." Just then, Stink's eyes opened very wide. There was something warm and wet on his hand. Judy Moody and Rocky fell down laughing. "Am I in the club yet?" asked Stink. "Yes, yes, yes," said Judy and Rocky. "The Toad Pea Club." "Yippee!" cried Stink. "I'm in the Toad Pea Club." All right, Chapter 8. The Worst Thing Ever. D-Day. Doomsday. dumb day, Saturday, the day of Frank Eats Paste, Pearl's birthday party. I'd rather eat 10 jars of paste myself than go to that party, Judy thought. For 3 whole weeks she had kept the hand-delivered by Frank Pearl birthday invitation hidden inside the bottom of her Tippet game, where Mom and Dad, who hate Tippet, would never find it. Then today, the very day of the party, it happened. Dad found out. She, Judy Moody, just had to ask Dad to take her to Fur and Fangs for some toad food. She just happened to be looking at the tadpole kit with real live frog eggs. Watch tadpoles turn into frogs, see tails shrink, feet grow, and legs form. Hoping to talk Dad into buying it for her when another kit, just like it, bumped into her. Holding the kit was Frank's mom. Judy, Frank's mom said, isn't that funny? It looks like we had the same idea for Frank's present. I thought he'd love watching a tadpole turn into a frog. I was about to buy him the same kit. I mean, you were? Frank's really looking forward to seeing you at his party. Party? Dad's ears perked up. Whose party? Frank's, said his mom. Hi, I'm Mrs. Pearl, Frank's mom. Nice to meet you, said Dad. Very nice to meet you, said Mrs. Pearl. And Judy, I'll see you this afternoon. Bye for now. Mrs. Pearl put the tadpole kit she was holding back on the shelf. Frank loves reptiles, she said. Amphibians, thought Judy. Judy, why didn't you say you needed to come here to get your friend a birthday present? Did I know you had a birthday party to go to today? Dad asked. No. In the car, Judy tried to convince her dad that there would be kids at the party making rude body noises and calling each other animal breath names. You'll have fun. You know, Frank Pearl eats paste, said Judy. Look, you've already got a tadpole kit, Dad said. I was kind of hoping I could keep it. But Mrs. Pearl put hers back when she saw yours. At least take it over, Judy. Do I have to wrap it? Asked Judy. From the look on his face, she knew the answer. Judy Moody wrapped the too good for a paste eater present in boring newspaper, not the comics. Even though the party started at 2 o'clock, she told Mom and Dad that the party didn't start until 4 o'clock. So she would only have to go for the last disgusting minutes. The whole family rode in the car to Frank Pearl's house. Even Toady went along, carried by Stink in a yogurt container. Judy held Frank's lumpy present and fell into a bad mood, backseat slump. Why did Rocky have to go to his grandma's today of all days? She's crying, Stink reported to the front seat. Am not, she said, back with her best troll eyes ever. Wait here, Judy told her family when they got to Frank's house. Go ahead, have fun, Dad said. We'll be back for you in a half an hour. 40 minutes tops. We're only going to the supermarket, said Mom, but they might as well have been going to New Zealand. Mrs. Pearl answered the door. Judy, we thought you'd changed your mind. Come on out back. Frank, Judy's here, honey, Mrs. Pearl called out to the backyard. Judy looked around the yard. All she could see were boys. Boys hurling icing insects at each other, and boys mixing chocolate cake with ketchup, and boys conducting an experiment with Kool-Aid and a grasshopper. Where are the other kids? Asked Judy. Everybody's here, honey. Frank's little sister Maggie went off to a friend's. I think you know all the boys from school, and there's Adrian and Sandy from next door. Sandy was a boy. So was Adrian. That Frank Pearl had tricked her. The girls next door were boys. She, Judy Moody, was definitely the one and only girl. Alone. At Frank Pearl's all-boy except her birthday party. Judy wanted to climb right up Frank Pearl's tire swing rope and howl like a rainforest monkey. Instead, she asked, Do you have a bathroom? Judy decided to stay in the Pearl's bathroom forever. Or at least until her parents came back from New Zealand. Frank Pearl's all-boy birthday party had to be the worst thing that had ever happened to her. Judy looked for something to do. Uncapping an eyebrow pencil, she drew some sharp teeth on her faded first day of school sharp t-shirt. Rare. Knock, knock. Judy, are you in there? Judy turned on the water in a hurry so Mrs. Pearl would think she was washing her hands. Just a minute, she called. Water sprayed all over her, soaking her shirt. The sharp, new shark teeth blurred and ran. Judy opened the door. Mrs. Pearl said, Frank was about to open your present, but we couldn't find you. Back outside, Brad pointed at Judy's wet shirt. You guys, it's a shark with black blood dripping from its mouth. Cool. Wow. How'd you do that? Talent, said Judy, and water. Water fight. Brad took a glass of water and threw it on Adam. Mitchell threw one at Dylan. Frank poured one right over his own head and grinned. Mrs. Pearl whistled, which put a stop to the water battle. Dylan, Brad, your parents are here. Don't forget your party favors. Mrs. Pearl gave a baby slinky to each as he went out the door. By the time she got to Judy, there were no more baby slinkies left. I must have counted wrong, said Mrs. Pearl. Or Brad took two, said Frank. Here, Judy, I was going to buy these as party favors, but I couldn't find enough. Mrs. Pearl handed her a miniature rock and gem collection and a plastic see-through box. Tiny amethysts and jade stones, even a crackly amber one. Thank you, Mrs. Pearl, Judy said, and she meant it. I love collecting stones and things. Once my brother thought he found a real moon rock. Frank's a collector too, said Mrs. Pearl. All the boys are gone, Frank. Why don't you take Judy up to your room and show her while she waits for her parents? Come on, last one up is a rotten banana, said Frank. He probably collects paste jars, Judy thought. He probably eats it for a midnight snack. Frank Pearl's shelves were lined with coffee cans and baby food jars. Each one was filled with marbles, rubber bugs, erasers, or something. Judy couldn't help asking, do you have any baseball erasers? I have 10, said Frank. I got them free when a real Oriole came to the library. Really? Me too, Judy smiled. She almost said, same, same, then caught herself just in time. I'm taping one to my me collage beside my favorite bug, a click beetle for hobbies. You know, collecting things. That's my hobby too, Judy told him. He also had 2 pencil sharpeners, a Liberty Bell, and a brain, and a teeny tiny flip book from Vicks. Frank Pearl showed her his buffalo nickel, which he kept in a double-locked piggy bank. It's not really a collection yet, because there's only one. That's okay, said Judy. Frank also had a killer comic book collection, with really old ones like The Green Hornet, Richie Rich, and Captain Marvel. To top it off, he even had a miniature soap collection with fancy hotel names written on the wrappers. Judy forgot all about wanting to leave. What's that? She asked. A pitcher plant. It catches insects. They think it's a flower, so they land on it, and then they fall down this tube, and the plant eats them. Rare, said Judy. I have a Venus flytrap named Jaws. I know, said Frank. That was funny when you brought it to school, and how it ate the hamburger and stunk up your backpack and everything. Frank, Judy, the Moodys are here. I guess I gotta go, Judy told Frank. Well, thanks for the tadpole kit, Frank said, twisting a leg of the rubber click beetle from his collection. Hey, do you really eat paste? Asked Judy. I tasted it one time, for a dare. Rare, Judy said. All right, so chapter 9. Definitely the worst thing ever. Judy's day was off to a grouchy start. This was the day that Stink, her once smelly, sold dirt for moon dust brother, was going with his class to Washington, D.C. to see the president's house. She found out Mom and Dad were going too as chaperones. Yours truly had to stay home and finish her meat collage. She, Judy Moody, still had several bald spots to fill. I think my brain is a leak, Judy told her family. I can't think of one more interesting thing to put on my collage. Judy sank down on the family room couch like a balloon that had lost 3 days' air. Interesting things could happen to me better in Washington, D.C., said Judy. It's just for the second grade classes, honey, said Mom. Rawr, was all she said. We might be home late, Dad told her. You can go to Rocky's after school. You two can finish up your projects together. You'll have fun, said Mom. And aren't you going to an assembly today for Brush Your Teeth Week? How could she forget? One more reason to be grouchy. Stink got to rub elbows with the president while she, Judy Moody, would be shaking the hands of Mr. Tooth and Mrs. Floss. Stink waddled into the family room, wrapped in a red and white striped tablecloth, looking just like he got hit by a flying picnic. What's that? Judy asked. It's a costume for my You Are the Flag project. I'm the flag. Stink, you're not supposed to be the flag. You're supposed to tell what the flag means to you. To me, it means I am the flag. What's on your head? A hat. See, each star is a state. Like on the flag, there's one for all 48 states. Guess what? There are 50 states, Stink. Nuh-uh, I counted, and I crossed them off on my map. Count again, Judy said. You probably forgot Hawaii and Alaska. Do you think the president will notice? Asked Stink. Stink, the president just about made the states. He'll notice. Okay, I'll stick 2 more on. Every other second grader writes a flag poem or draws a picture for You Are the Flag. My brother's a human flag. What's wrong with that? You look like a star-spangled mummy and walk like a banana, that's what. I get to see a room where everything is made of real gold, even the curtains and bedspreads. Heather Strong says the lamps are made of diamonds. Heather Strong lies, said Judy. It was no use. She would have to change her meat collage. Frank's party was no longer the worst thing ever. Frank Pearl ate paste for a dare, and he gave her a baby food jar with 6 ants and a fly for jaws. Not meaning the president of her own United 50 States was absolutely positively the worst thing that had ever happened. Her whole family, including her brother, the human flag, was going to Washington, D.C., while she, Judy Moody, would listen to a talking tooth. And that's the end of our reading for tonight, guys. This was by Judy Moody. It's the series by Megan McDonald. Judy Moody Was in a Mood, and it is the first book in the series. And that was chapters 7, 8, and 9 tonight. So, and this book, I forgot to say it at the beginning of the video, but this book was read with permission from ABDO Books, and we want to thank them very much for letting us read this. All right, guys. Well, I will meet you back here tomorrow night on Friday evening at 7 o'clock for our last part of our book. It'll be chapters 10, 11, and 12. So the last part of our book tomorrow night, right here on the library's Facebook page at 7 o'clock. Okay, guys, I hope you have a great evening, and I'll see you right back here tomorrow night. Okay? All right. Bye, guys. Have a good one.